Oh yeah.
In this moment, I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Yeah, susceptible night before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Ooh, susceptible night before the moment flies. It's not a problem, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, nothing can stop me, 'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible night before the moment flies. For it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible night before the moment flies.
Yeah. What is up, people?
Yo, what's up?
And yeah, of course we had to do it one time. Um, I don't know. I think the last few days has kind of gave me a chance to maybe calm down a bit. Um, And then I guess actually like running that tribute, just it kind of makes you take time to think that just how, for one, how precious life is, but yet also how fleeting or fleeing, whatever life can be. And
Mm.
yeah, I mean, regardless, the main point that I was going to come in on is regardless if you agree with somebody, I know people, he had his own different um, crowd of people that supported him and those that didn't like him for various reasons. But, regardless, at the end, I think guys like Kevin Samuels and other guys, they create and they have a way to captivate, to really um, create and have conversations that we need to be able to have as a people.
Yes.
And yeah, um, the thing that got me though about this, and it really tied into what we were talking about with in the last video, is people, or fuck it, we could just flat out say it, women, black women in general, celebrating this man's death over a conversation. And I often like I speak out on black issues, things that are affecting our condition as a people and all that. And I've never been one to shy away from critiquing black women where I felt that it needed to be in order for, I guess, black people, or encourage black people to move in the way that they need to go.
Mm.
But what I've seen in the death of Kevin Samuels has, for no lack of a better term, has been pretty much disgusting. And when I think black women in general can't disappoint you or make you hold up or pull back anymore, then they take it to a whole nother level yet again when a black man of prominence die, and
Correct.
it's somebody that they don't agree with,
Yeah.
whether what he said or what he did. But at the end of the day, it's all minuscule.
Yeah.
And so we're cheering death as if like it's a spanking or something. And it's so, I don't know, I was just really disgusted. It really took me back, and it's just like, yo, this is the same group of people that is always screaming about being protected. Um, they always feel like, oh, everything is unfair. They don't get the opportunity, the shots that they needed. And then when you turn around and you look, they act out in the very manner that you heard Kevin Samuels and, you know, Tommy Sotomayor and guys like that. Like, they act in this manner and then they prove the ultimate point. And
Yeah.
it's getting to the point to where I'm realizing, when it comes to black women, black people, that we have more of a problem with saying something than checking to see if what is being said is true. We're just mad because people are saying the truth, but you can't dispute what the hell is being said.
Correct.
And so, I mean, we get into the Kevin Samuels and a lot of what he talked about, and we're gonna get into. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all an idea, because I guess the whole reason within the black community is like, okay, he disrespected black women, so that eradicated the value of his life. Fuck his children he left behind. Fuck his mom, who found out about his death on Twitter or whatever through social media. Shout out to Scott Free. Like, fuck all that. Because you disagree with somebody, then they're deserving of death because they don't align with your point of views. That's fucking crazy to me. And I see it mostly in the black community. I definitely see it all the time, commonly with black women and anybody that disagrees or don't just sit back and let these motherfuckers do anything without saying anything. It's
Yeah.
really disgusting. And at some point, like black black women, at some point, for all the so called, oh, we're not the same good black women. At some point, you all need to come together and figure out like what the fuck is y'all motive as a collective. Because I really don't understand like why why is it such an issue to call out black women or speak on black women when it's factual.
Correct.
We're called out and talked down and called coons and everything above and called hate and everything for saying shit that legitimately happens and speaking to the problems that a lot of men encounter with black women.
Mm-hmm.
We're so against the truth now. And this is the thing that I was saying, that women, they're not used to having to deal with the truth blunt on. That's one. And second, a lot of you are fucking secondhand offended. This motherfucker ain't never said nothing to you personally, but just because he told another chick that she was average at best, you think that qualifies you to be offended because you share a vagina with the fucking person that he's talking to. You guys have a vagina in common. It don't work like that. It's so weird that how women collectively and overall, and especially black women, feel that you can't say shit to them or about them if you're not queening or uplifting or something. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes on within our community that has to be spoken about. It's not coon behavior. It's not wrong for black people are the main ones that should be able to call black people out and it not be a problem.
So true.
But we're to the point to where we're celebrating. Like, you ain't have to like this dude. You ain't have to like his content. I understand different content creators had their own beefs and everything, but to the point where we're so fucked up as a people, we're celebrating death. That shit is wild to me. Like, you motherfuckers cannot explain this shit away. And especially the behavior that we've seen from a majority of black women on social media over this, you can't explain it away. It's
Yeah.
not fucking cool. And if you are such so-called a good woman and that ain't not like me and one of those types, but then y'all should be the main ones speaking out. Because men, we're responsible. We all are called or held accountable for our social imprint. We hear all the time and shit. This nigga's a deadbeat. Oh, niggas cheat. Niggas do this, that, and the third. And even the best of us are constantly trying to, I don't know, outdo that standard that or that that image that has been put on men and black men specifically, where we constantly, we know that in the back of our minds, and we take accountability to do better than that. With women, you can't even begin to address the situation. You
Yeah.
can't even begin to approach it because you all unite as fucking one. So good, bad, or indifferent, you don't give a fuck. You just say, oh, you don't say anything about a black woman, and that's bullshit. We can't keep going on like this as black people and thinking this shit is oh fucking K. It's not. You motherfuckers are not connected to anything, and it's fucking disgusting. Every time I think that black people can't do some shit that just make you like fall back, man, like y'all never fucking disappoint. And the niggas that agree with these type of females are the same type of motherfucking simps that's getting played by these type of fucking females. You old black women is queen ass. I was raised by my mama and aunt ass niggas. Grow some fucking nuts. Stop being scared to tell somebody, especially a woman, when they're wrong. Worried about your pussy rating and shit. Fuck that. Say what the fuck needs to be said. We need to get to a point to where the truth is acceptable. There's nothing wrong with the fucking truth. I'd rather hear the fucking truth, no matter how raw, bad, ill it sounds, then you motherfuckers is over here with the good lies.
So tell your good lies.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all like them good lies.
It's pathetic, actually.
It's very like I was so disgusted. Like I wanted to when we were gonna do this show initially, I was gonna come at it at a whole different way because I really wanted to
Mhm.
have a conversation more so based around just his content, maybe his message, the interpretation
Yeah.
of it. That shit was disgusting, dude. This is
It
us.
was.
Like this is what we're putting out as a people. This is what we accept from our women as a people. These are the type of people. This is the same people that they're talking about all the time. People are mad at his content and then get out here and act like the very bitches he's talking about in his content.
Yeah.
And it comes back to what I say last week. When you people get so mad and upset and worked up about what somebody says, ask yourself, did they lie? I've never been that mad at a motherfucker for the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. But you motherfuckers can't nobody come on the video, sit in the chat, and be like, oh, Kevin Samuels was just up there just blatantly nonstop lies. That motherfucker was a living fact check for you bitches. And y'all hated it.
And let's get it
And
not
he was a fact
misconstrued.
check for niggas too. Let's not
Correct.
get it fucked up. And
Correct.
that's the thing that y'all don't get. This whole shit that they put on his fucking image. This motherfucker was way harder on dude. If he went at you females how he went at men, the suicide rate would have went up. You motherfuckers are so moved by words, like y'all don't even understand when the fuck y'all being pampered and fucking coddled. It's fucking weird. Like y'all that sensitive that y'all cheered this nigga's death. I seen him talk. I ain't even gotta say it. I'll play this shit. If this was me, I probably would have been ready to hang myself in my fucking closet. I wouldn't have blamed this dude. He went in on this motherfucker so bad. Let me get to this shit.
Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh?
Mm.
Uh-oh.
I weigh about,
Two what?
depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 400 every 2 weeks.
So you make 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
But how many 20-year-olds was him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, where minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it.
Ooh.
How long? You got a big dick?
Huh?
You have a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
You don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing signals at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old.
H.
And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Man, like that was just one because he used to have men's week, and if you wasn't on your shit as a man, you'd be like, oh man, fuck this nigga probably. But at the end of the day, I don't the only men that I see like clowning because this nigga died is these suck type ass niggas
Correct.
or these off brand kind of the Dr. Umars and shit sliding in cheap shots while trying to say rest in peace, but want to act like this motherfucker was a detriment to the black community or the black women. Like, yo, the truth, no matter how bad it is, how bad it feels, they say the truth will always set you the fuck free.
No,
I
Scott
almost
Free. Hold on. No, Scott Free. I can't accept that because I feel like he's just he was talking to him like a father should be talking to him. That's what he was saying. Like, bro,
I think guys we get a little bit touchy when we get to talking about our genitalia or how we go about it. The thing with men, like if you secure in your shit, I think that you can approach a man like that, and that's an honest fucking question. So you have some short little fat dude talking about how bitches ain't choosing up, and he's short, fat, broke, and he can't even confidently say he's slinging dick. Like, be honest, like, what the fuck is that? And we can laugh at that. We look at it like, damn, man, yeah, dude tripping. If he'd have had that same energy with a female, he's way more relaxed with females. If a female been like, oh yeah, I'm a size 12, or if he jumped straight in like, oh, so you a fat bitch. The whole internet would have fucking melted. Like, y'all gotta stop with the bullshit. We got such a problem with the fucking truth. That was the truth. He told that dude the truth.
no, Jenny. No, Jenny. He went at men, women. He just talked about. He just wanted you to change your mindset.
And it's
Like,
crazy that y'all missed that shit.
you want this type of guy, but you're doing this type of things instead of
Right.
doing the right things to get that guy. It's just like
And
a certain job. You want to be a rocket science, but you only know McDonald how to make McDonald's sandwiches. You know nothing about rocket science. You know nothing about the engineering what it takes.
but then
That's
call
what
it
he was.
hate because you don't get hired.
That's what he was saying.
And it's just, man, and see, like brown skin lady said, like she said, like females feel like shit. A big dick attached to a broke man ain't even a prize.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you'll call
Yes.
that big
Can you come
nigga.
grab her, please?
You call that big dick nigga before you call that small dick nigga that got money.
Yeah, let me work, baby. Hold on, give me a second.
Let's be 100%. Let's be 100% with it.
Yeah, and no, and that's what all I was saying was that like that was just the truth. That was just as blunt, like man to man, straight up. Like nigga, what do you offer?
Correct.
So I mean, you may say a suspect. I know everybody had the whole little thing where they was swearing this motherfucker's gay and all that shit. Like, man, I don't even know. Gay or not, the truth is still the motherfucking truth though.
Hmm.
So I really don't get. We go around getting to the truth and dealing with the truth every fucking way possible. Truth come out, oh that nigga gay. Truth come out, oh he's shaming, he hateful, he hates black women. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like black people got to do fucking better and get real. If the death of this dude ain't show you how fucking disconnected.
That's what I'm saying though. You saying the big dick nigga ain't, so you already know where all the big dick niggas is. So when you go into a situation, you gonna holler at that big dick nigga before you holler at that little dick nigga that got money. Let's be honest. Like if you want to get your rocks off, even though that little dick nigga treating you right, he got money. That big dick nigga, you gonna go to that big dick
I
nigga.
honest,
Let's
I'm
be honest.
sorry.
I see it
I
all. I Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I think I don't know. I think with females, man,
Maybe. Yeah.
this whole
Yeah.
thing just really, and I'm really trying not to like go there because I don't want to seem like necessarily I'm shitting on black women, but I mean this shit right here, it's really highlighted like how poor the condition is. And so we could come up with all these different things of what women would go for, but like ultimately, like at the end of the day, black women pick and uplift the worst of us. Whether we have a big dick, little dick, money, no money, whatever the fuck. The worst of us are the motherfuckers that get uplifted by black women.
Correct.
They uplift the liars, the killers, the murderers.
No, that's our measuring stick.
That too. That's what I'm saying. We get fucked. That's what gets uplifted. Kevin Samuels was, regardless, he was actually palatable. You could call in. You could call in on his show and you're talking to a motherfucker. You getting a real-time response. You have YouTubers like Cynthia G that sit online and talk about aborting all black males on like some white supremacy shit, and nobody says anything. And you can't go on her show if you speak opposite of her message. Oh, she blocking you, erasing your comments, the whole fucking nine. These motherfuckers that people tend to hate on and want to rush and call coons, Tommy Sotomayor, guys like that, fucking Kevin Samuels. You could talk to these people. You could have a fucking conversation. You can open your horizons. You can expand a conversation that maybe you could take with you and evolve and grow somewhere else. But the motherfuckers that's really hating in our community, the motherfuckers that's hating, killing, robbing, stealing, doing everything, creating single moms left and right. You motherfuckers love the hell out of Future, celebrate everything this motherfucker do. This nigga been dropping terrible albums for fucking years and shit. Y'all make sure that shit goes up on the streaming for fucking years. But we're that fucking offended by Kevin Samuels. Offended over motherfucking words like this motherfucker, like y'all don't know this nigga for anything. You could take his shit or you could leave it and then roll on. But where do we get to the point to where we're celebrating motherfuckers' death over something so fucking small? This motherfucker wasn't a child rapist to what we know. He wasn't no pedophile, none of that shit. He wasn't out here killing niggas and gang banging and dealing drugs to the community and shit. Like the motherfuckers y'all should have an issue with, y'all don't have any type of fucking real smoke for. But then y'all want to talk all this king and queen shit like we're actually progressing and getting some fucking where.
Hold on, Scott Free. I'm gonna get to you.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry, but you know, niggas be pissing me off.
No. I want to answer. You can answer Brown Skin, then I answer Scott Free. So,
do I think Kevin Samuels spoke to individual personal issues that black men have experienced? Absolutely. Like that's the thing. Like people, black women, like y'all think we're making this shit up. And the women that he would talk to in his video, y'all know people like this. Like y'all, it's like it's no way. It's like y'all got aunts, cousins, moms, even some of y'all like the women that he's dealing with. Like we really deal with a lot of fuck shit. Like I've been single, going on 2 years because I don't want to deal with a lot of shit. Like dating and all that shit and trying to find black women, like that shit you will go through and see some shit.
True.
Like this shit ain't made up. It ain't fucking hate. Having a conversation, just trying to have a conversation with a black woman goes way fucking different than talking to any other cultural woman out there for no fucking reason.
And we don't want you to.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have to agree with them. It's like, but man, like people gotta be like real about shit. Like who celebrates, like in general, that people on Twitter and Facebook and all that, like motherfuckers are celebrating and laughing like this is what this nigga get for talking bad about black women. Like black women are just this higher being that you can't say nothing about. The shit's getting old. Like I'm getting tired of being in this space to where it's like you're the question for questioning black people for being questionable. This shit is fucking weird. It's a weird space that we're in as fucking black people. And we all still have the same desires. We all want to fucking grow. We want to have families. We want to have children and anything. But when a man comes in and speaks to how things could possibly work or how you can change your mindset, is automatically thrown into the shame and hate category. Like black people just feel like we don't need to be talked to about shit. And overall, we out here fucking looking bad. I can't tell you the last time and shit trying to date that I really fucking been able to have a conversation with a black woman that I fucking walked away from and I was like, oh man, I'm fucking interested. Like if y'all want me to be blunt, I told you, man, like shit, a couple people probably gonna be touched on this fucking show. Because the way black women showed y'all ass this fucking weekend or week since Tuesday, oh nah, we gotta talk about it. So we were so happy. And this is black people doing it to each other. We're so happy and shit whenever we don't agree. Our own people love seeing us silenced, killed. Man, it's fucking wild to me, dude. I don't know how you felt about this whole week, but that really stuck out. I thought that was just kind of embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. If you're a good black woman, whatever the fuck y'all say that is in your own minds, whatever, you can pick and choose the characteristics that go into that. I really don't give a fuck at this moment. You should be fucking embarrassed. We're all responsible for our social imprint. So when I see niggas doing stupid shit, that shit kind of makes me like, man, these niggas got us looking bad. Like I can see that. Men can do that. Women don't. Women absolutely fucking refuse to do that. It don't matter how bad, egregious, ridiculous, insane, fucking unbearable, uncooperative a bitch is being, you motherfuckers is united for fucking better or worse.
So true. But I just wanted to say it shows you how people look at things. They go by a couple videos. They don't watch the whole. They don't like watch a lot of videos to really see where he comes from, or even they don't watch one full length live video of the whole show to see where he comes from.
Right.
They
It's
don't
all
look into
clips.
the comments. Yeah, they just look at World Star clips or they look at a couple of clips on Instagrams. Like they really don't do their research before you can say, "Oh, I don't do, I don't like him because of this, this, this." He said a couple of words here. He said she looked like a linebacker, like somebody just that somebody comment. He was basically saying he was giving you a descriptive look visually, like you weigh as much as a football player.
And where's the lie? Like, this is the thing that gets me. Like, yo, if I was like a big fat ass dude, like the dude that he talked to in the video,
Mm,
if that was my description, I would expect that.
yeah.
I don't know. And it's weird that you can't tell a woman the fucking truth. Y'all know goddamn well y'all turned on Kevin Samuels and seen them clips and ain't think them motherfucking females. Like, it ain't like he was telling dime pieces and shit. Like, he was really telling females, like, yo, you fucking tripping. You got all this fucking, you got miles of fucking attitude and shit, and you sitting on these motherfucking rolls. You got all these niggas' kids and shit, and then you over here acting like a motherfucker supposed to come off his high horse and save you. And what world does it not get any fucking realer than that? Y'all know y'all watching this nigga show and not thinking like, damn, yeah, that girl pretty fucking busted. But y'all so used to not having a deal in reality as women. So it comes as a fucking culture shock when a motherfucker ain't trying to fuck you and they sit and they tell you straight up like, nah, bitch, you not it. Shit, men, we get told we ugly all our life. We get told no, shamed and everything. The ugliest of you bitches never hear it. And y'all be on fucking line and shit, taking all these stupid ass pictures and shit. Nobody telling y'all fucked up. And y'all thinking that y'all dimes and 11s and all that shit. And then a motherfucker come and flatten that ass, bring you back down to earth, and then, oh, he wrong. And then he don't even be talking to all black women in them cases. Y'all mad because he's saying something to a black woman. He talking to that specific bitch. If that shit don't pertain to you and you got your shit together, then how the fuck are you that offended? How we secondhand offended? Motherfuckers is crazy, man. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And I didn't even want to talk about that. I really wanted to talk about this motherfucker just content if we agree with the message. But you niggas really showed the fuck out this week.
So true. So let's get on with Scott Free. I'm sorry. Me and my homies don't ever have the conversation. Basically, you can call me homophobic. He's still talking about the dick thing.
That's understandable though. But I'm saying like if you was like out of pocket, out of place or whatever, and your homeboy gave you like a real fucking opinion and shit, like if you was tripping and you was slouching and shit, then I mean it'd be what it is. They called a fucking image consultant.
That's what I'm saying. And hold on. So you, oh my bad. Let me click it. Make sure they read it. Okay. Scott Free. If I don't know if you're still on here or not, but say you having girl problems, and you come to your boy, and if y'all really tight like that, he gonna ask you, bro. Okay, what your money looking like? Maybe you need to get your face together, bro. Maybe you need to get a couple haircuts every 2 weeks. Maybe you need to do this, do that. And then he say, I do all of that though. Like da. And then he say, shit,
what you laying that dick like? Down, nigga? Shit, what you doing?
Yeah,
with
you
that?
throwing it down. You know what I'm saying? You got a big one, you got a little one. What it is?
I be like, shit, I be trying to figure it out too. When my boys go through some shit, it's like, hey, let's figure this out. Let's get to it. I can probably throw you some pointers and shit. Rotate your hips more or something. I don't know. But shit, I mean, I don't know. I say if it's a such thing of homophobia or whatever, put me down. So I ain't knocking you there. But I'm also secure enough in myself. I don't even fucking worry about the shit. Like, nigga, I could talk to a dude straight up. Like that shit like that. It doesn't really bother me and shit. Like I'm not so like, ooh, like I know how mine goes. So yeah. What's up? Shout out to Billy Allen, Mr. Skinny in the chat, man. I seen y'all, but yeah, it's just a lot of shit that I wanted to get off of my chest.
So on with the show.
Brown Skin Lady said, seriously, before we move on, seriously, what was his message? I never cared enough to look deeply into it. Hold on. That busted men and women can't get tens. That's a given, though. Come on. But see, that's my thing with most people, though. Most people didn't care enough to look into it.
Correct.
That video, the first video I played when we came on, that's why I started watching Kevin Samuels. See, I appreciate realism.
I can understand.
Black women started. Black women appreciate realism. Y'all laugh your ass off at that video until Average at Best comes up. Then it's, oh my God, how can he talk to a black woman like that? He's insulting black women. No, he told that bitch that she was average at best. He wasn't even talking to you. That's what I mean by secondhand offended. That really annoys me with today's society. All this secondhand offended and motherfuckers getting chain hurt feelings and all that shit. Like, half of this shit don't even apply to y'all. What the fuck you so worried about? Some ugly ass broad coming and shit, bopping and shit. Like she deserves some nigga to come off his pedestal and the motherfucker tell her like, nah, man, you real life ugly. You about a foe. Y'all really think y'all can go through? See, y'all not used to being told this shit. As men, we're always told that we're ugly. Something ain't right with us. Something wrong with us.
No. They probably was told because if there was any age older than Kevin Samuels, they had any grandpa, grandma, great uncle, great auntie, so on and so on. They told them, you know what I'm saying, man, that boy, come here, little ugly, or come here, whatever
They ain't
weird
telling
name they
these
used to.
girls.
Back in the day, come on, they used to give them
Hell no,
names.
dude. Females have way too much motherfucking confidence. You can see how
No,
they used to
I'm
call
talking.
in them.
No, I'm talking about back in the day when you used to call the little ugly kid. The grand old people used to call them kids ugly. You don't
I
remember
don't
that?
know. I always seen it where females have more motherfucking slack because that's how these motherfuckers be so confident. They just jump on this nigga show fat as fuck, talking all this shit, and this nigga's not supposed to say anything. Like, get real. Like, you
Maybe
know
that's the
you out of
show.
shape and shit. How the fuck you gonna expect some movie star quality motherfucker and you know you out of shape and shit and you ain't offering nothing? You got a bad attitude. You got badass motherfucking kids. You got eye hygiene. But he wrong for calling that shit out. And then he be giving these girls like, yo, like, all right, check yourself. You got to score. Where do you rate yourself on a fucking 10? You can't say 7. And remember, Beyonce's a 8. Who you say? Kelly Rowland's a 9, Rihanna's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's amazing how many females see themselves in that 8, 9, 10 category just based on that scale. And it's like, come on, man. And then he tell him that, but he wrong. He shaming black women. Like, yo, we gotta get real. We gotta get comfortable with the fucking truth. And the problem is and shit is y'all niggas ain't telling these females the truth. They not used to it. And then when one motherfucker do it, then it's a fucking uproar. And then black people don't feel like nobody can tell them the truth about everything. We think that we're just supposed to fucking be able to run around, fucking do whatever, dress whatever, kill each other, do whatever the fuck to each other, act how we want in public, twerk everywhere, do this shit. And anybody say anything to us, we shitting on black people. Like, no, black people need to get their shit together so we can
That's what I'm
fucking
talking
compete.
about. That's what I'm talking about. That's that. If you've been around like them old folks, they shot straight. If your kid was
Yeah,
ugly,
I
if
can
your
get
kid
that
was
to you.
lazy, if your kid was fat, if your kid was acting retarded, all that shit, they hit them as soon as you come to the door. Look at that retarded boy
But
right
we
there.
don't
Why
have
he
that
acting
to.
like that?
Well, shit, we don't have that today.
Hell no, we don't have that
You
today.
can see it. These motherfuckers that he's talking to, they're all within that range. And shit, they're either real young or they come in that what do you say, the danger zone. They
Mm-hmm.
come in that like when they start getting in their 30s, 35 and shit. So it's like, man, like come on, at some point, like you just have to be real with yourself. Like you shouldn't even need these females that a lot of people feel secondhand offended by.
Yeah.
They they shouldn't have needed Kevin Samuels to tell them this shit, honestly. It's like, come on, like what are we doing?
I want to answer. So basically, his message he had he
You
had
want me to you
four
want me to
messages.
play it from him?
What his message?
I don't know. I think he kind of touches on it in the
No,
other
no.
video I was gonna pull up.
Yeah, you can do that, but I just wanted to say he had
Go
four
ahead.
messages. First, he was because he was doing cologne and accessories. So he wanted men what type of cologne you should be looking for. What type? Because you have like three different types of colognes that you can buy. Then after he started doing accessories, he wanted to talk about men, like how we dress, how we carry ourselves, the type of job we should have. That was next. Then he wanted to know our sex lives, like relationship. Um, why are we not getting the type of woman that we wanted? And then onto that, you can do like a hyphen. He started talking about women, like what type of men do you want? Because the men are saying this and this. Now we need to find out what do the women want, and then that's when it start getting big, aka average
Right.
at best.
Because really
And
nobody gave a
then,
fuck, right?
yeah,
Go ahead.
nobody gave a fuck. Then he start talking about black families coming together. He wants black women and men to come together. But you can play the video because I know that's what he's gonna say.
They say this. I take no particular pride or pleasure in doing shows like this because I know it triggers certain black women. I know they do. I know some of them get pissed. I've heard women on YouTube saying things that they don't watch the show end to end, and I'm not gonna and that's not gonna change anything because there are far more women and far women who are listening. And who are the recipients? The women who listen end to end and are saying, "Well, you've changed my life. You've helped me look at this way or that way." Those women are benefiting, and guarantee when those women come into contact with men doing something, they all benefit. We're better off working with each other, trying to understand one another. None of us are perfect. Certainly not me. I ain't shit. I got a lot of problems. It's like anybody else. We all got issues. But it's like Ice Cube. When the brother steps up to do something, support. Find ways to support. Even if you have an issue with something it's doing, can you find 4 or 5 things about it that you like before you start off with the one thing you don't like? Because you cannot keep painting black men in this ain't shit box. They don't all fit there. And brothers are starting to push back and say, no, 51% of us are single and childless, and 64% in the middle class. They're here. Can you interact with them just in a peaceful, civil way? If you never get married and never have kids, can you have a higher quality of life? Can you just be happy? Can you stop walking through life with your hands up ready to fight the reflection of you, the opposite sex reflection of you? I don't walk through life looking at black women as though they're my enemy. And I would hope that for the black women who this applies, you stop walking through life assuming that black men are somebody to challenge, is somebody to overcome, to struggle against. We don't need that.
And I think I think that was all. I think ultimately, outside of the entertainment aspect or the times where he's harsh and all that, I think overall that's what I got from it. That's what I saw that the ultimate purpose was. And reportedly, he actually did help couples get together, stay together, the whole nine. But social media, they tend to kind of focus on one thing, and just heaven forbid you say something about one black woman, you said something about them all. But black people in general, black women, y'all never ask, is he lying? No, when it's really time to ask that shit, where's the lie?
Um, hey, but before, Brown Lake, do you want to hit the link? Because I want to see what you don't understand. Because you're saying, huh, like you don't understand what he's saying in that message.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
just
she can. Yeah, let me know. But I
yeah.
think ultimately that type of confusion, man, y'all gonna really make me sound fucked up. But that type of confusion, I think typically is because a lot of women are not in position or never been really made to have to give a fuck, to understand. What they hear is, oh, all they see is a black man insulting a black woman. And that's the problem. Outside
She
of
said
that,
yeah.
they can't.
She said yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm reading her comment where she says, it seems that those that did fall and grew a disdain. It's not saying that because I mean a lot of people like those manosphere type dudes and all that shit, like motherfuckers get a hold of those messages, and then you got motherfuckers like dudes that really be getting beside themselves with the shit. And shit
Oh,
ultimately kind of chill. Let me put that in the chat.
so why
But
you do that? Go ahead.
there you got,
'Cause I want
yeah,
to explain to him. Go ahead.
yeah, but I don't know. I think overall, I think his message or what he did, his work was just, it was bigger than, like the clowns that kind of get high and mighty off of his message and all that shit. Because like I'm saying, if you put it in reverse, and I'm just gonna say this for you say that, if you flip it in reverse, like I say, like the way that black women responded to Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor's, all those type. If you put it in reverse, like a Cynthia G, ain't half the smoke when it's time to dump on black men. Ain't half the smoke. I bet you it won't be no fucking on like, God forbid something happened to any of these real feminist extreme women. You won't hear half the smoke.
That's true.
And it's definitely no smoke if you're shitting on black men.
Correct.
Ever. That's like open season. Everybody can shit on black men. You better not dare say shit about a black woman. With black men, it's open season. Whether it's white people, whether it's black women can fucking make a lot of fucking money, like legitimately shitting on black men, not trying to help black women find love within their range or something, like not trying to help black men find love. And like, you can really make a living shitting on and bringing down and getting black men incarcerated or getting black men killed. Black women can actually make money doing that shit while screaming that they're the most unprotected group, and they're full of shit.
Correct.
Can't do that. We can't even ask fucking questions. We can't tell you motherfuckers like, hey, you getting a little goddamn fat or anything, or we can't ask for fucking decency. We can't get a typical response when we fucking say hello. Any of that shit. But it's open season and shit, but we supposed to believe black women are so unprotected. Nah, black men are unprotected. To the point to where if you don't agree with a black man, we hoorah for his fucking death. So
that's true. The difference in the manosphere space is crazy. A lot of times you combine women, always combine us all together. So I'm a follower, you could say, of Kevin Samuels. Um, you have the Kevin Samuels people, then you have the red pill, blue pill people,
yeah,
and
once they
then
get
after
talking about
that,
pills and shit, I don't know about that.
and then they got the concept off of Matrix. That's why they call it red pill, blue pill. Then you have the alpha, meta, all them type of guys. So all the guys that think they're better than women and talk down to women, and that y'all usually disdain for, that you have disdain for, is usually them, the alpha male type guys.
Okay, I get what you're saying now.
Not saying because we talk.
No,
Oh yeah,
you're
that's
saying like they lump us all into one.
correct. As
And
one
and
big
really when you
bunch.
look at it, a lot of these guys don't have the same ideal, because a lot of those manosphere niggas, to me, they just look like a bunch of niggas that bitches ain't trying to fuck no way.
Correct. Oh,
I'm not gonna say no names and shit, but it's like,
I'll say
dude,
a name. What's that group? Fit and what is it? Fit and whatever. Them people.
fresh
They
and
don't look
fit.
like they get ass. Yeah, fresh and fit. There you go. They don't look like they get ass, bro.
They look like they
I'm
make
not being
enough money to.
disrespectful, but I'm just being honest.
You mean like what? Like in a natural sense? Like if you
Mm-hmm.
stripped away the money?
Shipped away the money, them being on YouTube, I don't think they would get it.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them cats though is like that.
Especially how they talk.
Oh yeah, say some of that shit in public and shit. Them bitches be like, "What? Pull my drawers up, man." Well, what Chris Rock say? Like, shit, I was gonna fuck you, but you just wouldn't shut up. Like, shit. Yeah, yeah. Them
You
niggas do
want
got some ill points, and a lot of them motherfuckers are just so. I don't know. There's like a certain line, and this is where I thought where Kevin Samuels was good, because Kevin Samuels, you were able to have that conversation for real, and it was more of an educated thought, whether you thought he took talking points and everything and all that. I think a lot of guys in that space were furthering a conversation that needed to be had. So I never got really too hung up on that. But he really made it where you could really have the conversation. A lot of these other dudes are really on some He-Man shit. Like,
Yeah.
and that's where I thought Kevin was separate, or he kind of separated themselves from like the rest of the
Yeah.
bunch. And I didn't necessarily agree with everything Kevin Samuel said, so I didn't even want to fucking get to that point. Like, I thought the idea of getting so hung up on high value men and high value women, and that I thought that sometimes that message could really narrow down narrow down what we all expect and like want from each other. It really made relationships really seem more like a job or a business to an extent, and it really didn't focus on the emotional part of the relationship between men and women. It focused more on the responsibility that we have to each other. And
Yeah,
so
but
that's go ahead.
go ahead. No, no, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting. I
No,
apologize.
I was just saying that that's where I thought like maybe his message could either be misconstrued or he could be
Yeah,
a little off.
you're right. Totally right. Because, but back in the day, it wasn't based off of for real love. It was based off of I like her. I like the things she can do. It seems like she can clean a good house. She could it look like she could bear kids. Let's go. Let's make this a family. It wasn't no
Part of it,
love.
but dudes is looking at that ass though.
I'm saying, but back in the day where families thrive to from the from
I
the
would say that the
60s
decisions
far back.
I, yeah, I would
Go ahead.
say that I think that there's love there, but I think once you get older generations, once they get to a point to where they start doing the family and they start doing all that, I think they had a better sense of the obligation that you had towards each other once you elevated your relationship. Where now we're leaving relationships for nothing, like a motherfucker snore wrong, or I don't know, scratch
No,
you in
we
the
getting it. We getting it.
yeah.
We're riding the same train to a point, but we're sitting in different cabins. Because I'm
Right.
basically saying that back in the day, being around my grandfather and older folks like that, they it was like fuck the love. Like you get the love later. Like when you get to know each other. Like it's all about I'm looking at you. I It looked like you can bear kids. It looked like you're smart enough to raise our kids. It's let's do
But
this.
you don't think love goes into that?
No, because
I think those are good things to look for when it comes to ultimately what you're trying to do. But
back
it doesn't mean necessarily I don't think that there just wasn't love there.
back in the days, if you go to like I said, the 60s and on to the 30s, the 40s, a lot of times your closest neighbor is fucking like 5 or 6 miles down the road. And sometimes y'all didn't even get to go to school. Your kids didn't is go to school or it will stay home and farm the land. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so there's no so the kids didn't get to meet at school like we did. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see somebody. Only time you might see somebody for real is when you're going into town. When you go into the small towns and you're getting everything that you need. You're getting the mail. You're getting feed for the animals. You're
But
getting all these.
I think that depends on the area too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say back in them days. But I'm saying that's when families were always stayed together all the way until the 70s, bro. The 60s to 70s. That's when everything starts separating. And that's what I'm saying. Back then,
Okay.
they were not, it wasn't about love. It was like, look, your daughter, and say I had a son. I say, hey, does your daughter have anybody that your guys are looking at? No. Here my son, your daughter, when they get older,
Yeah, I remember
then
there was a time with that scene.
That's how it was.
common. But
So it wasn't love. There was no love there.
hmm,
It was all about let's have kids, let's build this black family, let's let's move it. That's all it was. And then later
yeah,
on, when it start going to the 50s, family, now you can see the father was still working, but we had better jobs. We were working in machine, you know what I'm saying? We working machine entering coal, manufacturing buildings.
right.
And then it was like now the mom, she doesn't have to stay home all the time. Now she can get a little job here because she can work for the white man as as a house cleaner, or she can be a nurse. And then it start moving like that. Like now, okay, now our kids are going to school together.
Right.
Now all the kids, nobody's working the farm because we're living that city life, and that's where everything start going. Where okay, now our kids don't have to worry about they can be kids. Now it's all about love. Now it's all about this. But at first, that's what he was basically saying. Like Big Mama and Papa, they didn't love each other at first. It was all about let's build this family. And on the journey to building this family, we can learn to love each other.
Okay. I mean, I can understand that, but I think also that's the problem in a sense because we're in a different time. So for the people that he's speaking to, like a lot of people maybe want more of a connection. One, when you start getting into like the high value thing, I think that term can kind of isolate people or it can kind of take away from people because to me, and it's just how I roll,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really give a fuck about your status necessarily as a man. I really don't care about your pockets. If your
Mm-hmm.
character ain't shit, then you can't be high value. It doesn't really matter what your job is, what you moving and shaking. There's a lot of so-called high value men, but at the end of the day, their character and who the fuck they are is dog shit. And I don't see no value in that. I don't give a fuck what kind of moves you can make. Your character and your integrity is everything to start out with as a man. So I think just the whole high value conversation, I just think it can kind of make you even look at the wrong things if you're like, oh my god, high value man, he got money and he got this network of people and all this shit, but I don't know, you could be missing so much in that. You're so worried about your money and all this shit you can't take with you when you die anyway
Correct.
that you forget about this type of connection and everything that your woman may want because you feel you deserve X, Y, and Z simply because you're able to provide PW,
Yeah.
whatever.
Brown skin lady, I highlighted your comment, so we're gonna come back to
So
that.
it's yeah, you can go back to it. What you say?
Yeah.
Overall,
Um.
do you think Kevin Samuels helped the community as a whole as it relates to black men and black women relationships? I could say in part because supposedly there's results. There's also those people that was like, yo, um, I turned my health around because of Kevin Samuels. I found my husband, wife because of Kevin Samuels. I didn't like what Kevin Samuels said at first, but then I really thought about it and I got my shit together. Like people that are willing to receive a message and they can get past like words, then it's fucking helpful. All these motherfuckers is helpful. I used to tell people all the time, like, shit, I thought Kevin Samuels was really palatable. If y'all can't handle Kevin Samuels, don't turn on Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh, there you go. That's true. Hey,
If
that's
Kevin
true.
Sam if Kevin Samuels was so make you like, oh my God, what people saying like the Wicked Witch is dead and all this shit. If Kevin Samuels get y'all there as black women, whew, boy, y'all fucking have, I don't even know where Tommy Sotomayor is from, but y'all would have pitchforks and shit for that motherfucker. Because
Shit,
it was
they would.
basically the same fucking message. It was just
They did back in the day.
one was more Will Smith and the other one was DMX.
Um, I wanted to say about the high value man.
It's
Now,
got free. Yeah, he said there's no such thing as an ugly billionaire, so we ain't seen one yet. That's
you hear me?
obviously true. Like, how the fuck he
Um,
get her?
the high value man, the way you're talking, and don't, and right, you're talking
Yeah.
in a personal. Okay, the way he was talking was from an article that they've been talking in People Magazine. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I tell people to read. Um, it was basically based off of white collar workers, white collar men, because back between the 70s and 80s, um, that was the job that made the most money. Those were the top of the top crop men. That's what
Mm-hmm.
all women wanted because they look nice, they were at healthy weight, they looked the best because they took care of themselves all the time, and they had the money.
Right.
That's where they got the term high value men comes from.
Okay.
And so he's been in the white collar industry, correct? He always talks about that marketing and everything like that and sales. That's why he talks about it because that's on that part, high value man. That's the men he were talking about because that's the clients that he received when he
Right.
became what is it, stat what they call it, a stylist, whatever
Yeah.
they call it. Yeah,
Image consultant.
image consultant. Those
Yeah.
are the type of people was his that was his clients. So that's the reason why he was talking high value. People got it so misconstrued was you make this money, then you're high value. No, he even said entertainers and sport athletes are not high value men because
Right.
they're not in that job type.
Right.
That's
Yeah. I remember that.
So that's what the basically he was preaching on when he was talking about high value men. Like me, I'm not close to 100,000, but I'll be like an average or whatever average man. If I lost weight, everything, I would be the next thing brunch because I batch because I make a certain amount of money. But yeah, like
Shit,
that.
on this
That's what
scale,
it's
I'm like
talking.
a 2, and I'm okay with that.
No, you're not a two, bro. You'll probably be right next to where I'm at. Shut up.
Even 3, 3 and shit is okay, man. We gotta play the cards we dealt. Shit.
That's
But
true. You
no,
gotta play the game.
I think where it kind of can get misconstrued is because ultimately, yeah, okay, that works. But really who he was talking to is a lot of people that don't really fit in that category. So you're kind of using a logic, and maybe some of these people, of course, they would love this idea of the high value man, but even in that sense, it's not really realistic. Even when he started breaking down the stats, it's like these motherfuckers is far in between realistically when you think of the whole world. It's not like that. And so what I noticed that a good part of his message was is that there's nothing wrong with the average man.
Correct. I was just going to get into
Why do
that.
women have such a problem with average men? Because that's actually the norm.
There you go. And he always
And
said, ain't nothing wrong with the average man.
right. And so that's why I always kind of thought that like you're talking to average women. And so when you start talking about high value men, I think also with women and shit, I think people see high value differently,
Yeah,
especially black women. Like the shit that they value, it might not be on none of his shit. So when they hear high value, they just thinking like, damn, like what the fuck you mean? I can't get a good man?
yeah,
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I was like, shit. And that's why I think people get lost at
yeah.
is,
So go ahead. Go ahead.
everybody is not high value. Like if he was just talking to high value people or people in that position, then I can get him badgering people over the head with the, oh, to be a high value man, you got to boom, 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 boom. Like, nah, you might as well go ahead and break it down to these ugly motherfuckers that keep calling in.
Correct. So He was basically saying, look, the women, they'll call in and say, he'll judge them off their face, their who they are, like not who the
Yeah,
person
he
inside
has
is.
some butter faces calling in and that motherfucker. That's why I'm still annoyed that people are that offended by Kevin Fan. Y'all know the motherfuckers that used to call in with straight butter faces.
Correct. So he'll
Butter
judge them
face.
off their face
Go on, buddy.
first, and then after he judges them off their face, he'll ask them like, what type of man do you want and how much money and blase, like the pregnancy and all that stuff. How much you want to make after pregnancy? Do you want to work after your first child? And majority of them say no. I want this man to make 100,000 or more. Now, majority of men that make 100,000 or more are what? White collar men. So that's where he would get women like, okay, you want this, but are you doing the things to get this high value man? Do you know what it takes to get this high value man? And majority of them didn't know what it takes to get there.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Because your mindset has to be different. Like you got to have peace. Like you got to have understanding. And when I say by peace, that means when he come in after working 14, 15 hours, he needs you to keep it calm, keep it cool, because you don't know how work was for him. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that he might not come in the same time he usually comes in. He might come in at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because he had an emergency staff meeting that he has to, now they got to work these amount of hours. Like a lot of women, black women that he's mostly talking to, don't know how to deal with.
Shit, they can't even deal with a regular nigga with a job. I ain't even gonna get into that.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
9 to 5, I had your bitch getting fucked by somebody. Shit. So I'm like, yeah, no, I totally get you. I always thought that part of it, depending on how you looked at it, it could just get easily misconstrued. So I just didn't
Correct.
necessarily.
Hold on. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for
No, go
interrupting you all
ahead.
these
No, go
times.
ahead.
Correct, brown skin lady. Correct. And brown skin lady, why are you arguing? You're married. What the fuck?
I know you fucking won the goddamn game. This shit, his content totally don't apply to you.
Most of these women want to be where you're at.
Right. Shit. That's he trying to tell motherfuckers like, hey, this is how you get like brown skin lady 81. Are you trying to get married? And these motherfuckers don't want to listen.
That's what I'm saying. So I really have a legitimate reason to be mad when I see people talking about Kevin Samuels and they don't even know what they're talking about because they didn't do the research, they didn't watch the videos, they didn't understand where he was coming from.
And I think that shit crazy. Like you hear somebody saying something that intrigues you to that level, where you would celebrate their death and you're not intrigued to really find out the full detail. We're just comfortable with clips.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand how people didn't do their research and shit. A lot of these people that hate this motherfucker is hating them off of clips.
Off of clips. And then they start saying he's gay. Like, why are you talking
Oh,
about this man's sexuality?
That's the first thing they go to. You say something about a black woman and shit, you gay. Off top. That's the number one defense. Dismiss what he said and shit, he's gay. I used to laugh like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, even if he's gay, man, those some motherfucking facts.
Correct, brown skin lady. Me too. Me too.
What, that she felt like it caused division, and that's what I'm saying. I really don't think it did. It's really like a message that you can really take. Because for the division that you think it caused, you got to think of the people that it brought together, the understanding and shit. Like I got female friends that say they listen to Kevin Samuels and they're like, damn, like I really see where I need to check myself. Because one thing about being able to take constructive criticism is you got to be able to self-reflect.
Let me retract that then, because I'm going to say I think it highlighted the division. Let's say that
Bam.
because it's been there. It's always been there.
Right. And that's goes to what I was saying earlier. Like we're talking about shit as if we can't speak on it. It's a problem to speak on it just to say it. It's nothing new, but
I'm
it's
sorry,
just
brown skin lady, if I let your because I don't know if you wanted people to know that, but even though I know we talked about it, but I'm sorry
oh,
if
she's
I
talked about it on the show
offended you.
before.
Yeah, I know. I just I always apologize for everything. So
Oh yeah, nah.
no.
I don't think she pimping and shit. She's probably good and faithful and the whole nine and shit.
Yeah, but that right there, that's what I want to, because people really need to understand where he comes from.
Right. And the division should be highlighted. All that shit should be highlighted. When it comes to issues that we face as black people, it should be a
Yeah,
spotlight on it. We got to stop
correct.
saying that motherfuckers is hating on black people and we're coons because we're speaking on black problems. Shit that's obvious issues. We have issues as a people. God damn, 14 years.
That's awesome. I hope I get to be like that one day.
Yeah, it's good for her. I don't know. Shit, I got to get in that space. Get back there, get back to that point. I just, man, I ain't had good luck. But yeah, nothing wrong with highlighting our issues. Shit, and you should, and shit, she should be. Because
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, let's get honest. I mean, 2022 and shit, sitting there blasting you married ain't really gonna slow down nothing that you want to do.
yeah.
So shit, to be able to say you 14 years in, like that's the prize right there. That's the
That's
shit. You get a
that's why I
motherfucker,
said.
there's something going on and shit. If you can get a motherfucker to lock into you for 14 years,
That's what I'm
that's what
saying.
people don't, man. Shit, that's a beautiful quality. That's something good to fucking see.
You hear me?
Niggas think it's a thing like you supposed to be hopping in and out of every fucking situation, leaving every time some shit gets shaky and all that shit. Like, nah, that longevity and shit, that history is everything.
That's that old school love. Like it's like a job
Right,
instead of a fatigue. I can't even talk right now. Instead of something fake and shallow that's just built off of love. It's about work. The
right.
relationship not gonna last if you're not working at it.
Right. A Ross said he been married since 2009.
There you go,
I mean,
bro.
that's a long. That's a long time married for. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the shit. I was always like, shit, man, you can't never knock that shit. Even if she was pimping, like, shit, go ahead and throw that shit out. Like, man, I locked the motherfucker down for 14 years. Shit, the fuck y'all talking about? Shit, A Raw got what is that? He's in there damn near as long as brown skin lady.
Hold on.
Got me doing
Y'all
quick
don't know
math,
each other.
nigga.
They better not
Who?
be no 14 years. It better hold on.
Nah, it was like 13 or some shit. 2009 and now 12. Yeah, 13 years. Let me have me doing quick math on the spot, nigga. You know I'm slow. What's wrong with you? You gonna fucking expose me on our YouTube channel here? Boy, I'm slow as shit. I was in a slow class for math, man. I ain't even gonna fucking lie to you. I used to ditch you niggas in the hallway and shit and go to my little slow class for math so I could pass it and graduate. Shit. Well, no games being played. He'd be like, yeah, all right, let's see y'all after class and shit. And then go to a classroom with a bunch of kids with helmets on and everything and shit. Yeah. It was rough. It was rough.
That's a beautiful thing. Hey, right now, you don't gotta put your stuff out there, bro. That's a beautiful thing, bro.
That's
See, you
dope.
ain't you ain't that slow. You said it perfect. 13.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's dope. Yeah, man, that's dope, man.
Keep it up, man. Hug the person that you love. Tell them you love
Yes.
them, man. Keep that shit.
Yeah, on a
We root
positive
that over
tip.
here. We root for that over here. You hear me?
Yeah. Definitely, man. Hug y'all husband and wives and say thank you. And if y'all thinking that there's shit out here, y'all get into like a little funny patch and you thinking there's something out here that you missing, you not.
It's not.
You ain't
It's
missing a
not.
motherfucker. Take it from a nigga that's been single for fucking 2 years, or we going fucking 3 years. Yo, ain't nothing out here. If you got it, work on it. Stick with it. Especially you niggas 13, 14 years in and all that. Shit ain't shit out here. Lucky.
Let me tell you, like an old folk person would
Unless
tell
you're
you.
getting your ass whooped and get the fuck out. Get out of
Yeah,
that shit.
that's something different.
But if ain't no
But
ass whooping going on, then chill the fuck out.
ain't nothing out here but diseases and problems and crazy folks. That's the only thing that's out there. So just
Pretty
think that
much.
ain't nothing out there but that.
Nothing out
You
there but
not,
that.
girl. You not.
Nah, you're not. Shit. I mean, that just seems like to be a thing now where like people tend to think that they're missing something with marriage, or you see it a lot because everybody is aware of the stat that um 70% of women initiate divorce, and it's like 80 some percent with black people with black women. And a lot of the time it's shit the reason why people split up, it ain't always due to cheating or some shit like we assume. It ain't always a man's fault. Like most of the time and shit, motherfuckers just be getting tired and be wanting to do some other shit. And
So
so,
true.
and it's like, man, we forget to really try to hold on to shit and hold things down. And then we get out here thinking shit is sweet. And then next thing you know, you fucking out here, you alone. And it's just like, man, that shit is whack. So hell yeah. You got somebody, man, you hold that shit down.
Correct. Sorry, guys.
So
I was just thinking. How you brought it back up.
yeah, so sweet.
That is. That's awesome.
So sweet. Brown skin lady look like she got a lot of like opinions and shit at home.
Because of that picture.
Yeah, she got a lot of shit to say. Like you just be like, yo, she's cool as shit though, man.
Yeah, I love it.
I always appreciate her coming through, but she look like she got some opinions. Like
Even
just put the
though,
motherfucking shit in the fridge, goddamn. Like
hold on, let's take off the love. Even though on some other people's stuff, I hear brown skin lady be getting down. She don't take no shits. She seemed like she delivered it easy for us. What I be hearing, what they be saying about brown skin lady, boy. see,
I don't know. I think we got a little bit more, not to toot our own horn, but I think we got like a little bit more sense than a lot of the shit that I be stumbling on to here. So she probably take some of these panels and be like, yo, like what the fuck is going on? I be seeing some wild shit on here. Should be funny. You see, man, I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I seen Skinny up in here earlier and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you see earlier with your boy? Skinny, he had posted a video saying that Kwame couldn't wait to take Kevin Samuel's style. That this nigga had on the most wrinkled, unpressed,
Sue.
untailored, hand-me-down looking suit ever. Like, yo,
No.
that shit had me fucking crying, dude. I'm like, wow, this nigga really be jocking style. Kevin Samuels ain't even cold yet. This nigga jumped on this shit with a suit. But that same shit look like, you ever been to like one of those used car lots?
Mm-hmm.
That's what his background looked like. It was like you sitting in a used car lot with the little porn things.
Magazine.
Yeah, you waiting for them to come out. You done fucking filled out a 1-page application. Right. That's exactly what the fuck. Look, that shit was wrinkled as fuck. I was like, dude. See, you're right. I ain't the only one that saw it, dude. I was in tears when Mr. Skinny posted that shit. I was like, what's this nigga got on? And then he had on He had on them damn shades.
See,
Man. Motherfucker looked ridiculous as hell, man. You
uh,
get, and I was talking about this with my boy earlier. You start getting your 30s and 40s, you should have somewhat of a suit game or like a casual game.
oh, see, now it's pointing at me because I don't. But keep going.
But that's because you drive trucks, and I think you've been doing it since we were kids. So it kind of probably knocked you out. I'll give you a pass, but a lot of these motherfuckers they be in a different position.
Yeah,
And
you right.
motherfucker shit, and even you, shit, if you ain't nigga, go get you a couple suits or something, or some casual wear. Shit, you never know, you might have to just go some fucking wear and be an adult.
No, I got adult clothing. I
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm
adult
saying. Like
clothing,
there's niggas that don't even have that.
but I don't have suits.
Oh man, I got me a few suits, and these boy,
You ain't remember.
I clean the fuck up on you. You should have seen me in court back when dealing with that shit.
But
Uh,
it's all about my family too. My dad. Did you ever see him with a suit?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. Jamaicans usually
These
don't wear
motherfuckers
suits.
tripping. He said Steve Harvey Jr.
Hold on.
Yeah, he did look like Steve Harvey because that suit looked too big for him. I was like, how the fuck he get a suit too big for him? This nigga,
See, keep
this
going.
nigga, this motherfucker like 7 foot something and shit. I couldn't believe that nigga had a baggy suit on. Shit was impressive.
That truck light.
Right. Shit, I remember that shit, man. Shit, most of the time in a truck, you dress for whatever the outside weather is, pretty much for
Yeah.
the most part. Yeah, shit, I'm a truck driver too. I do that shit. I do the tattoos and all that. And
Who the
some
fuck is
motherfuckers get
Jamaican around
by.
here? Is it me or you? You got all the goddamn jobs and shit.
You got to, man. You got to be on it. The man in me won't allow me to stay like kind of in one spot or just complacent. Like I'm always trying to
Yeah.
figure it out in some kind of way. So I mean, shit.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, they tripping and shit over that suit though. That shit was funny, man. You just had to
let's
see how that nigga looked.
let's see how many people can name different type of funny suit
I know.
quotes.
He said he stole that suit from Mello. Dressing with remember that big ass suit, Mello? That's
Yeah, at the
exactly what it
draft.
looked like. Yeah. It looked just like that big ass suit. Yo, this suit was big as fuck.
That was a Steve
Man.
Harvey collection, boy.
I seen somebody call it that JC Penney.
Wow.
Shit. JC Penney suits are terrible too, but them motherfuckers don't fit worth a damn. I got one.
Mm-mm.
Shit, arms is too short. You got to figure out how to add extra fabric. Yeah, it's a fucking mess. But the shoulders be too big. I don't know what the hell's up with JC Penney suits. I don't know what the hell he was thinking either. I thought that shit was funny. Matter of fact, I saw that right before we came on, and I was just like, man, it might have kind of like lightened my mood a little bit because it was really funny to see. Just like, man, we grown men. Like, man, you got to hit the tailor.
Yeah, I know that part.
Shit, your suits is they supposed to go with you, not they ain't supposed to be on you and shit, and just wearing them. And that's what made it so funny too, because it was like we all know that he do that shit. He's swagger jacks, so it was funny. It was just funny to see because it was just like, damn.
That man where
Man, you
boy.
fucking know. These motherfuckers are ridiculous.
Bad suit looking wearing boy.
Man. They know I ain't lying. Y'all, I know y'all done had a JC Penney suit before because you trying to get something real quick. And that shit always fit crazy. Definitely if you tall.
One of them old women, you think, A-Rock, that told him to wear them suit?
Baby, put this on. Oh, hush now. You look good, boy. My granddaddy wore this suit. And I always said, I hope one day I can find a nice young man to take this suit.
Off my hands.
My my granddaddy would be proud to know that you was wearing this suit, baby. Oh man, that's fucked up because he got all the old bitches over there in the chat.
So you think she pulled it out like she pulled it out of a trash bag and went like this?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking. Like, oh, hush, baby. I hear holding it up to his chin and shit. Hey, lift your chin up. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Oh no. Oh man. Man.
Oh shit! I hope we're not the only one. Okay.
Man. Man. I knew I wasn't the only one that saw that shit. And Skinny didn't help. Skinny meant live straight on that shit. Like he said, look at this shit here.
Yep. Keep giving us content. Correct.
Yeah, he don't stop. I just didn't understand that shit, dude. Like, this man has seen hundreds of millions of dollars and just no sense of style. That's wild to me. Right. She said, I'm sure my granddaddy wore this. Your granddaddy wore this when he casted the first black vote. He would be proud.
And look, when you say Cassidy, the suit just blew up.
Right. It's like unfold and shit like a damn curtain. You can't even say put this on. Put this over you, baby. Man.
Oh.
Man. I'm sorry. That shit was just funny. I'm just glad I'm not the only one that saw it.
Oh man.
I don't know how I don't see how y'all didn't notice it from the thumbnail. Are you saying you didn't? Oh no, well shit, I don't know. I just saw the video. Well, when I saw the video, Skinny's thumbnail, I was just looking at the suit. Like, I was like, what the fuck Kwame got on? Like, he looked like a straight up motherfucking swindler. Like, you know, the motherfuckers that used to have all the watches and shit in the fucking suit back in the day. Like the motherfuckers on a Living Color, they used to walk up like, bam! He looked like one of them motherfuckers.
Oh, you talking about they just open their suit and go?
Yeah, he looked like one of them motherfuckers that showed a
Hell no, I see a suit, my nigga.
Hey, I can pull this shit up. Hold on, you go see. Go fuck around and start some shit. This motherfucking suit was insane.
That's like the suit that you wear when you first get out of jail and you go into grandma church.
That's the suit that you wear when it's the motherfucker you went to jail in. And then you get out like 10 years later and they still got that same suit in the bag.
Oh my god.
Oops, hold on. I get quicker at this shit. Oh my goodness, I gotta pull that shit up real quick.
Is that tie? Is that like one like them thermal? Like you know, back in the day you wear the thermal under your shirts and stuff. That shit is crazy. That nigga shirt like black. The black on it is dingy. Like that shit almost gray.
Look at them creases, nigga. Like you can run that shit through a dryer cycle real quick. That shit crazy.
I don't think he knew about that. Think about it. Let's see. So you almost got me.
His
You almost
shoulders
got me.
ain't worth a damn. Either this suit is really fucking big, or his shoulders is really that small.
All right, let me catch up.
Yeah, either way, man, you gotta go see the tailor for that joint.
This nigga said
He do look
Eddie
like Eddie
Kane.
Kane. Zing. I'm back, baby. Hold on, man. Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Nights like this. Shit, that motherfucker look like he back.
Oh,
Man, that was some raggedy shit. I just thought it was hilarious.
that's
If
too
2
much
months
clean.
clean was a person, god damn.
Boy, she is
Y'all making
vivid.
this shit so vivid. Because we all know that motherfucker. Like, man, I'm 2 months clean, man. I'm going down there to the job connect and everything, man. I'm just trying to do what's right, get my life together, do what I need to do, and just stay clean, one day at a time. Not to make fun of people that's, but man, we know that motherfucker, dude. Don't laugh at that shit. that shit wasn't funny. That was one of those things like, dude.
I
But
promise,
it's true.
baby. I promise, baby. I'ma stay clean. I'ma stay clean, baby.
Man, we'll get this job. And we back, baby. We back. Y'all don't laugh. Don't fucking encourage me. That shit is mean.
Ooh.
That's mean. And I'm an asshole. Shit, that's mean. Don't encourage that shit.
Oh, man.
Man. This is y'all fault, actually. I think y'all kind of
Not
started
going to a game field.
I was just saying, like, damn, did y'all? He looked like he's in the casket at the gang funeral. Like, that nigga look bad. Oh, you seen them big ass suits they be putting on them niggas? Niggas be in the casket and shit with the suit all bunched up around the pillows and shit. See, y'all niggas gotta stop. We gonna say some fucked up shit, and the next thing y'all know, y'all gonna be looking at us and bringing this shit up later and shit when we try to say something.
No, Desmond gonna show up. What's his name? What was the
man?
What's the dude name that Kwame uses?
Desmond. I don't know what it was. Desmond something. He show up like how people think Boosie show up every time somebody gay getting talked about. That's how Desmond show up. He should pop right out. Like, what you say about Kwame? Fuck.
Watch.
Even if Desmond see this, watch. Hey, you know that suit was big as a motherfucker. That nigga got that suit from Bruce.
Yeah, we're not talking about Snake, brown skin lady. We talking about the dude that had the funny teeth looking African.
It wasn't
dude
like
on his
Desmond
thumbnail.
Brown or something.
No, man, you gonna make me want to go back into our old podcast.
Yeah, y'all remember the motherfucker that used to get on and he used to have the profile with the real ugly face dude with the ugly teeth?
Yeah, that's Kwame.
Yeah, we thought that was Kwame.
No, ain't no thought. That's Kwame.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brian Black is stupid.
Tracy is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, she said it was Desmond. Oh my bad. Okay.
He said, I bet he looked himself in the mirror and said them super chats would be popping today when you said he laid that out before the show? He had that laid out last night before he went live. Said he had that shit like, ooh, I'm about to kill him with this shit.
And you know he was rubbing it with his hand like he ironed. He like, oh yeah, this motherfucker.
Yeah, he obviously hand ironed that motherfucker. Obviously, he definitely ain't putting no heat to that motherfucker. Shit, we in an age now where you can get 1080p just coming right out your fucking pocket. You gotta iron your shit. That motherfucking shit was all crunched up on his motherfucking ass and shit. Ain't nothing in the shoulder.
That's true.
What happened to that nigga's shoulders? That was just a terrible suit.
Yeah, that was a terrible suit.
And then Skinny was funny because it was like, man, like, what does this nigga think? Like, you think you just gonna slide in Kevin Samuels' lane and shit?
Yeah, he got all the old ladies. That's all he needed.
Remember that shit when that shit was like a thing? There was a motherfucker that said something on one of our videos, and it just surprised me.
What?
Cause I was like, man, y'all niggas still doing this defend Kwame Brown shit? Like, that's still a thing? Man, y'all be encouraging some bullshit. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Don't be getting mad at me and bringing up clips and all that shit and showing this shit to us down the line. You motherfuckers started this shit. I just asked if y'all saw the video.
So I want to name people. So when Kwame come after us, I want to say R.I.P, Brown Skin Lady, Scott Free,
Tracy
AG
J.
the Great, Jenny, Brian Black, for sure Brian Black, Shonda, you was laughing,
That suit was tore up. That's just all I know. He know that suit looked bad. Like, I don't know. Maybe he don't.
No,
which is weird.
In the picture, it looked like he was loving it. He had the glasses. He had the glasses to match. He bring up the
cause man.
Yeah. He had the glasses to match. Look at him. He caught back. He kind of sitting kind of low a little bit in the seat like this. Like he knew, he felt like, yeah, these ladies, they gonna love
it.
It
Just looked
My
like
old lady told me that this is her grandpa's suit, and I look good in it. Mm-hmm.
You look just like yo. Oh, bro, I start getting all emotional and shit. You know how they do and shit, because now you look just like grandpa that died and shit. It's like, nothing. You look just like your granddaddy. He would be so proud of you. Man. That was just a big ass suit.
Not disposable. He got the prototype disposable suit.
Man.
They call it the pocket suit. Like you can, it gets small. You can fold it up, throw it in your pocket.
He do look like he could just roll into that motherfucker and shit. Just like shit. Jump into it, like you just throw that shit on him. Like he literally just throw that shit on. Here. He put his hands up. He put that shit on just like this.
So he come out looking like the what they call it, the wacky hand guy. So he
right, just come out. Put that shit on. That suit has to be one piece. Yo, the shirt has to be like attached to the pants or something and shit, and then the jacket is stitched to the back of the shirt type shit. I bet you that suit is one piece. It should all come together.
One fit all too, so it only come in one size.
It buttons up all the way down the middle and shit, all the way through the crotch. This shit don't have a zipper. It should just come in there. He put the whole suit on. Put the whole suit on and walks like, ugh.
Oh shit.
Oh, why he do this shit? Why did he do this? Oh my god. I was done with it. I told y'all.
That's what
I
I'm
was like,
saying.
yo,
They
this...
don't want
Oh.
they don't want this from us. They don't want this from us. Oh god.
I'm not gonna go get that out of my head. Oh god. The tie is even sewn on to the collar, so you just gotta pull that shit around once you zip the whole suit up. The suit had like a little Velcro thing over it, so it folds over the zipper.
Oh,
Pat it down so it looked like you got buttons, but really you open that shit up and zip it down like a onesie.
that
Oh
motherfucker.
my god.
It can do everything. It's rain proof, snow proof. It even got like a little hoodie that you can wear with.
Just pull the hoodie right out the collar to the back of that big ass jacket. When it rains, like, yo, man, fucking Inspector Gadget ass suit. Go Gadget hood. Shit. Ain't gonna get wet today. Fucking
It's
pull an
all
umbrella out
purpose.
of the pop an umbrella out them thick ass sleeves. Shit. That's all right.
Ooh.
Oh man. Y'all motherfucking started this shit, man. I'm just saying what the hell I saw. Oh man. Suit was ridiculous.
Mm.
It's rare you see a suit where the tie is too big too.
No, that controls everything. Like if you pull it down and he throw out his sleeve, that's when the umbrella come out.
Ah! Oh man. I'm just
Oh
saying that's a
man.
thick ass tie.
He loosen it up a little bit, the hood pop out. Like it's everything.
He needed some Bret Hart shades to match this suit. You can't wear them little ass frames and shit. Boy, you need a visor and shit to go with this big ass suit.
Yep, AG. It can hang glide too. Yep.
Yeah, there's
That's
plenty
the
of room to catch air in them shoulders.
that's the handkerchief part. So you can't see it on this side, but he pull up the handkerchief part, and then then like wings come out that bitch. Like,
Fuck. Big suit is terrible. What the hell we do? This is y'all. Y'all doing this shit.
yeah.
Y'all started all this shit. I just asked you motherfuckers if y'all seen the show.
No, don't say right, Tracy. Don't say right. Yeah, you was laughing. Y'all was So when he come over here, we blaming you guys.
Oh, y'all niggas over there want to laugh at my suit. Weak weasels. My grandmama got me this suit, boy.
All we trying to do is feed these kids and trading and coding.
Right. You need to trade and recode that goddamn suit. Shit.
Oh man.
That shit was insane. It's always weird when like you have like a grown man and they look weird in business attire. Like you could just tell that's not their shit.
Yep, do little twist suits.
The Dulo twist line. The JC Penney Dulo twist line. Have everybody around this motherfucker walking around with big ass shoulders on their suits.
Oh man.
If your shit ain't a zoot suit, your shit shouldn't be that big. It was crazy. God forbid if that nigga stood up during that live, dude. I'm telling you. You know some baggy ass slacks with that suit.
They meant for something. See, look, he take the belt, right?
Hold on, no, I just know that this belt got a bunch of loops like right here, all in the front, all choked up. I know that belt choking a lot of fucking fabric, dude. Ain't no fucking way. I know if he stood up, if it's not the one piece, like I said, if it's not a big one piece suit, then yeah, he's definitely, that shit is choked up all around, fucking 3 loops all around the buckle. Fucking terrible. You know how much they would charge him to tailor that fucking suit? I just got my son's shit tailored for prom, and I got his suit accidentally too big.
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
How much?
I mean, it just costs a little bit more. I mean, you can end up spending
a damn near what the suit costs.
More than the suit and shit, depending on like if you get a cheap suit like that.
Yeah.
His tailor job would cost more than what that suit is worth.
Yeah, he got to put the belt in his pocket because
you know got all kind of extra flat because all your belt loops and shit is up in the front, choking your pants. Like, man, ain't no fucking way. I still think it was a one piece, so that's what I'm going with. Got to poke the extra holes in the belt. Belt look like chewed up jerky because you done fucking poke holes all through it to get the extra.
Man, this is hilarious.
I mean, imagine giving that thick ass suit to a tailor. Just go in straight, start cutting. And then you have to fucking really line that shit up. They're like, dude, we just gonna start taking fabric off this motherfucker. God damn. Fuck. I mean, where your shoulders at, nigga? God damn.
That's crazy. Take off. Man, that shit is crazy. So true.
He's like Pinky Silver Drive. Like, yo, I almost spit by a yak on this $100,000 suit, nigga. Slow this motherfucker down, big baby. Come on, get it together. They say you gotta clean this shit. Oh my god. Man, as a go-go gadget suit, I'm telling you. Fold that hood back up, tuck in the umbrella, take the shit off. And then you pitch that motherfucker into a tent. Probably got the sticks in the other arm to hold the shit up.
Yeah, for the pants, like if he ever gets stuck in the ocean and stuff like that, that's a life preserver. He pull his belt tight and he go.
Shit just fill up in the back where the shoulders is and shit. That motherfucker be the water floating. Extra air in the shoulders and shit. Man, why this nigga do this shit? Nobody tell this dude. I know this motherfuckers is fans of this dude. Like, man, tell him to chill. Just do your thing, man. Look ridiculous in that suit. There's just nothing worse than a motherfucker wearing a suit that just don't even try. Like, you really got to put a suit together. You can't just throw a suit on. He gonna look crazy. That's that old 2003 NBA style, like when niggas was wearing them big ass suits. Like, we ain't doing that no more. We grown men. We ain't trying to be baggy and shit in suits. You're right. Then I say, and then I was like, the room that he's in, it looked like one of them old used car lots where you be sitting there reading a little porn magazine, waiting for him to come back with your 1-page application. I don't know. It just never felt right. I think like in most dealerships, whenever you fill out an application for a car, it's like a few pages process. You go to them lots that look like Kwame's little live room and shit. and it'd be like one page. They don't really ask the questions they supposed to ask. That shit just a little concerning to me. I always thought that. I was like, shit, these motherfuckers really gonna give me a car and shit with just a little bit of information. Well, let me take.
Now look at Tracy G. See, that's why we tell him. So if he
Right.
coming this way,
That shit ain't us. This is y'all. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. I just asked y'all if you saw the show. Nigga can blow into the pocket and make a hot air balloon. That's fucked up. I'm just saying that suit looks mighty capable.
oh man,
Let me find out that suit flame retarded and shit, man. We gonna have to ease up.
yeah,
That
that's what it's for.
that
It's
motherfucker
bulletproof.
fireproof. Yeah, we gotta ease up.
He touched the cufflinks together. He clink them. He go clink. Then
Spill proof. Shit just roll off the shoulders like a rooftop. Man, imagine all the shit you could steal in that suit. you can make Thanksgiving happen with that suit. On a bad year, man, you put fucking turkeys and hams all through here. Right, you just can't go wrong with the all black.
there you can.
I got a few. I know Gerald, he got us wearing mustard yellow to the wedding. I still gotta go get that suit tailored.
Same.
I'm hoping that shit look decent. These niggas ain't shit. That niggas cold. Don't bring this shit back up on us. I just asked if you niggas saw Mr. Skinny's show. That's all I wanted to know.
See, I'm
Oh
telling.
man,
Look right there. I'm telling.
plastic suit, man. I wouldn't be surprised like if the sleeves would break away on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you gotta turn the cufflinks for each sleeve. You gotta go.
Yeah,
That's for that's for
take the sleeves
basketball.
right off. Man, I'm telling you, that suit just looks so possible and very convenient. Imagine being able to take your whole suit off and shit. Just let that
No,
motherfucker drop.
the legs, the legs from the pants they come off like and they turn into shorts. So
They
you
got the
can have
breakaway. They
yeah
got the breakaway slacks with the suit and the tearaway arms. Oh
yeah.
man,
So it looked like a little onesie, like a little summer onesie.
right.
Like I think
Ah. Yeah,
so
we
it's for
got the
all
tearaway.
seasons.
That motherfucker tearaway, breakaway, onesie, suit,
That's why
set
it's called.
piece.
That's why it's
How the
called
fuck
the
would they?
Dulo Twist edition.
How the fuck would they sell that shit as the tearaway, breakaway, onesie, suit piece set? Your long ass title.
That's the Dulo Twist. That's what it's called. Dulo Twist collection.
He said Kwame wearing no shoes. Now you can't see him because you know the legs baggy as fuck, so the legs go over his shoes. You probably don't, shit, since you can't see him. Shit. Man. Man, that was a horrifying ass suit.
Mm-hmm. Dang, Oliver, I gotta brush you, bro.
Tell you. I think the whole suit is just one piece. And I think it zips up. He has a Velcro, so it looked like his buttons and everything like normal going down the middle. And then at the top, he buttons it with the tie, like the tie folds over and it's all sewn together. I think the jacket is sewn to the suit so it doesn't, or to the shirt so it don't come off. think it's just one piece.
Oh man, what time? Whew, this has been a good show.
Yeah, these niggas is evil.
Plastic one piece. See, you telling. You too, Scott Free. Yup, you was in it. Tracy
At this
G.
point, I think the shoes may be connected to the suit too. A complete onesie, like you really step into it, and they got these little black shoe looking things on the bottom. Like they ain't quite quality shoes. Like you shouldn't do too much in these motherfuckers, but it's just all connected. You just put your feet in the bottom of the. You know how onesies go with the foots?
I,
Yeah, the feet, and it has the grip on the bottom of the shit, but the bottom of this suit, shut up. It look like dress shoes. I'm telling you, man. I think that's one piece suit.
no.
Uh,
So they got different options. You got the no socks and you got socks option.
man.
And it's the black dress socks.
Either way, it's one piece. Like
And you know it got to
one.
be the shiny dress shoes too. You can't be like just regular nice. It got to be like the shiny
Right, they make
patent leather.
right. They make little connected shoes shine at the bottom. Oh man, that motherfucker got on there in his suit looking like pajamas and shit.
Hell no.
Like he put a tie on his pajamas.
So you think Kevin Samuel rolling in his grave right now
Why?
because of Kwame Brown saying that
This nigga here.
he,
I doubt that motherfucker would even worry about that shit for real. Because ultimately, it's like you ain't really got to fill his lane or whatever. We just need people that are bold. They're not afraid to have conversations,
oh
and that's how you keep that shit going. Like that same type of energy. Like I know there's motherfuckers that didn't like him. There's people that loved him, and that shit is all cool. But at the end of the day, these are all combos we need to have. Kwame suit protect your arm when you punch through it. Oh fuck!
so when you try to do the Goldberg through the window,
Oh my god! He, that's how they said he got all those scars on his arm. From punching through the window like his baby mom or something.
and it's knife proof, so hatchet proof. So you never have to worry about getting
I
killed by a
know.
hatchet.
I know he got one of these in his motherfucking I know he got one of these in his right here. Keep that motherfucker right here. Advise y'all. These motherfuckers are great. I don't know if y'all seen the signature series.
Now you gotta put the signature up so they can see it.
Yeah, let's see. The signature set. See
The
that?
light shining on it.
It is. How to turn the
Yeah,
fucking light off on this thing? I gotta get better at this shit. I don't know if y'all can see it. How about now?
yeah, I think if y'all, hold on, I know what to do. Hold on, let me highlight you. Bow. Now,
That ain't gonna help. I got a big ass bright light on my computer.
but they can somewhat see it because it's bigger now.
Oh well,
See,
yeah. But yeah, see
yeah.
that? That's the signature right there. Well, y'all better get up on y'all shit, man. I don't know what y'all be doing or what y'all be having to do for your yard work or just if you're not into hatchets and shit like that. But man, yeah, he definitely got one of those right there. And you could definitely, you probably fit like a whole Leonardo sword in that motherfucker. Like pull out a straight katana out of that motherfucker like nothing. You got the Donatello staff and shit back there in that big ass coat.
Yeah, we might have to have you on the show, bro, so we can talk about it. You can be in the discussion if you would like to.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what Brian Black said. Look, see, Brian Black.
Yeah, because he said you got to be crazy to punch through a window.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, shit. Fucking probably nuts as shit. Ain't no telling. Shit, these girls will put you through some changes. That's when it was when you act all high and mighty and shit, and you feel like you could come down on everybody
Mm-hmm.
for shit. The motherfuckers looking at you like, yo, man, you was out here wilding and shit, trying to jump through the window on a bitch and shit. But now you the advocate for how to treat black women and what to do for kids. Like that's the shit that'll get you in trouble there. Like, nigga, yeah.
Yep.
Motherfuckers was like, yeah, talk about them scars on your arm. Shit. Fuck that.
I just caught that. Like I played it, but I just caught it.
What? Oh shit. It might be.
Z.
Oh my god. And these motherfuckers
Again,
are some characters too. They some pure fucking characters. That's why this shit is so funny. Cause I just never seen so many characters at one time that you can just draw so much from.
yeah.
This motherfucker said, "Kick the door, yes. Punch through the window, like, like that's a little much." You pull a kick those, A-Raw? A-Raw out there about to pull a kick dough. Lay down on the floor. You pull a kick those on these bras, A-Raw?
He said yes. Hold on.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, I mean, hey, sometimes you may have to just kick a motherfucking door in. I mean, shit, like, hey, bitch, stop playing with me, bitch. Just let her know, like you know, you only gotta put your hands on her and shit. It's the door. We only talking about the door. Stop playing with me, bitch. Ah, shit, you know, reestablish some dominance and shit up in that motherfucker. Once you punch through, I know once you punch through a glass window, that automatically gets a he crazy.
No, he said no, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah, I can see kicking through a door and it's like, oh shit, she might see some macho in that shit. Like, okay, baby, calm down. Calm down. Breaking glass, it just adds drama to everything. He crazy. He crazy. That's their favorite shit to yell when a nigga going off. He crazy. You done drove a motherfucker to kick your door down or punch in a window, and now it's he crazy. He said that's the detective suit. I bet you he can lean like Michael Jackson and Smooth Criminal in that suit. I only see people punch through windows. That's what I'm saying. That shit make a bitch be like, he crazy. Man, you got to be in the zone. Like shit, car windows. I mean, I know a lot of niggas like to play strong, but car windows are thick.
Ain't that?
Like you got to be in a different zone.
Yeah, to do it.
Man,
They hurt too. They hurt. Like if you don't hit them bitches right, they hurt.
to punch through it, yeah, you got to be in a different headspace. Stop playing with me, bitch. It's mama's cooking. It's mama's cooking, bitch. You gonna get the sprinkle, bitch. Bye.
Oh man.
Oh, fuck. Y'all did this shit. Man, I agree with dude. I think, hey, maybe you got a point. That is kind of heavy. That is crazy. I can relate to kicking in the door. I've never done it, I don't think. I don't always remember everything I did that was wrong or bad off top, and I don't like to represent myself. But
Or
far as
broke
I
a
know,
door or car
yeah,
window.
I ain't never. Oh no, I definitely ain't never did no shit like that. I ain't never came through a window to be. I'd have put bitches out the car and shit before.
Yeah,
Like,
that. Yeah, not no female, but I did it to a dude, but not break the whole window. I pulled him out the thing and first pulled the window down, and then pulled them out. I did that before, but
but that
I
makes
done.
sense. Yeah, I mean that's a dude though. Shit, doing that shit to
Yeah.
women, that's like a little different. Busting through a window and all that shit, that is kind of heavy. Kicking in the door, I think. Oh, he said he kicked the car door. Hmm. I can kind of see that. Kind of give it a little kick, like bitch. Then send her off with the footprint on the door.
I ain't never did that. Over female, I ain't really never did none of that. They always the crazy ones for me.
Damn, Tracy said he looked like a moonshine seller. Like he got that raised special that Rayford from Life. That he's selling that Rayford with potato skins in the bathtub. These niggas are evil. The suit keeps your free throw percentage under 60%. Oh man. Motherfuckers are evil.
That's funny. That's that's funny. And then the Ford Model T thing. Somebody else, yeah, Brian Black. It said it comes with a it comes with a free Ford Model T.
Oh man. Yeah. Shout out to Scott Free, DC Block in the building.
I appreciate that, Scott Free. Real talk.
Yeah, now when you get them suits off of Amazon, if you don't get the right size, that's exactly how you will look. You pull it off, boy, you better get your size. If you don't get your size, you will be out here looking crazy when you don't visit the tailor.
Yeah.
And you could tell he took it right out the package too, because that shit was still crinkled. And that's why I think it was a one piece, because I think he got it and this shit just folded all that shit up in the bag. The little hard ass shoe bottoms and shit all pressed in the plastic. And yeah.
Look at me.
Maybe like, right. He's a black boy magic. When I jump in the suit, I bounce back like elastic. How do you do that? We call it black boy magic.
All right, man. I gotta get ready to go.
Raggedy every day like I've been laying in a casket. How I do that? They call it black boy magic.
This has been an awesome show.
Man, yeah, you niggas is evil.
Yep. Again, I'm telling on all of y'all. If he show up, and you know who I'm talking about. If he show up, I'm telling you.
I mean, like, man, it's these niggas in the chat. They be watching your shit too, Kwame. Why you want to fuck with us? We just some YouTube busty bust. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you understand? Nigga? Shit, you's a bust. We's a bust. We all's a bust. Like, come on. I'm just trying to talk about how, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to get back to the kids and all this shit. Who comment us, Kwame? Damn.
I'm gonna knock shit over. I'm gonna knock shit over. God damn it, Kwame! God
damn! Oh man! Shit, man. Shoot, we just some little YouTubers over here, Kwame and shit. You gonna come talk about us? You know what I'm saying? Notice and shit, man. You know you don't want to talk about our message. And shit. We was trying to just tell the people like, hey, we need to come together. We shouldn't be on Kevin Samuels, but y'all don't want to talk about the message. You want to come over here and talk about smaller YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know they can't stop this message.
Wow. See, DC Block, I'm telling. I'm telling.
We got that shit bad here in Vegas. There's just certain streets that as soon as you turn on and you think you about to get somewhere, you be like, shit! And there's a nigga in that Kwame suit coming up with the newspaper. They don't even be having the bean pies. I actually like it when they actually have the bean pies and shit. Nope. Most of the time they just had a goddamn paper and the big ass Kwame suits. And they be like, hey, you know, my brother. And they bold too. They'll knock on your window and everything. I don't give a fuck.
Didn't I say don't go in there?
Need to get baby together.
Yeah, that's what I gotta go.
Yeah, them motherfuckers bold still. He said he ain't finishing that live escape at all.
I gotta go, bro. I gotta go.
Okay, you want to close it out?
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's J Almighty.
Hold on 1 second. Because I think in tribute, I think we should let them ride out on the KS vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let me bring that back up. But okay. Now go ahead.
That's J Almighty. That's Geraldine. 2 names. I'm Super Dope Keys, and you just been chin check.
Bow!
In this moment, I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, lead the way, I follow, no need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, and nothing can stop me. I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Either way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all.
Hey.
So tell you good night.
Hey.
And it's a final matter what. Yeah.
Hey.
Susceptible night. Before the moment flies. So tell you good night. It's a final matter what.
Good. That's another good line. You can hear it. So